Hello. So we are running out of worksheets that I gave you in your packet, and I'm pretty sure most of you do not have 5.5 homework. And that's okay, no stress. What you can do right now is I'm going to slowly slide this worksheet up the camera, and you can write these questions down. First, write the instructions. Use greater than, less than, or equal to complete the expression. Show how you know. And so I'm just sliding these up slowly, and you're copying it down, please. And that's all. And I'll slide it back down slowly. Okay, so you need to prove it. And I'm going to prove it by drawing a box. And I know that if it is in the tens place, then I'm only dividing my box into tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Bad teacher, never drawing on another box. And it's a whole one. So I'm going to color in the whole situation. Boom. Why is that a whole, Miss Rockwell? Well, this is 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. And if you were to add all of those up, I'm going to actually write it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's check. Check your work. Check your work. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, 1 plus 1 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 0. Carry the 1. That's a 1. And 1 plus all these zeros is 1.0. But it's actually 1.2. So you're going to, actually, it would be even better if you drew it right under here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And it's 0.2 more. So 0.1, 0.1. So I'm going to color in a 1. And a 2. And so you can see that this here is 0.1 plus 0.1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. Bring the point right here, and 0. So 0.2 goes here now. 1.0 plus 0.2, 0 plus 2 is 2.1. There's my answer. So this is a really big one. Different from 0.12 over here, which if I draw my 100th square, well, this is 100th. So not only am I doing 10, 20, 30, 40, it's a little tight over here, sorry, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm actually going to erase this because it's not right. Beep, 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 beep. This is in the 100th place. I'm going to have to draw the lines this way too. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I am not as good at this right now. And so it is 0.12. So that means, whoa, I got to do a whole tenth and 2 more. So you tell me, which one is bigger, 1.2 or 0.12? Well, I believe this one is bigger. It's got a whole 100th block and 2 other 10s over here. So this one is bigger. So I recommend you go through these and draw models give yourself more space. Obviously, this was not enough space for me, so I would be using some scrap paper. If you have a decimal and a fraction like this, you need to make this into a decimal first. How do you do that? Well, it's 100, so it's got 0.2 spaces. And then you input the numbers here. Let's go over here on the back side of this exercise. And I'm not quite sure if y'all can see, so give me a second to check. Yes. So Vanessa measured some insects, meaning she used a ruler to see how long they are. The table shows the lengths in centimeters. List the insects from longest to shortest, meaning this one, if you have one like this and you have one like this one is longer and this one is shorter. So I want you to take a photo of this or write all this information down if you do not have this worksheet. And you are then coming down here and putting them in order from longest to shortest. So I would be careful when I see these ones here. I would make this into a decimal. Remember, this is like $2. So it's a big whole number. And you can put a decimal in behind it, 2.00, so you really see what this is. Okay, so putting them in order from longest to shortest. And if you have any questions, give me a call or send me a message. So that's your math worksheet. I did want to go back to your challenge work for the week because I feel maybe I wasn't clear enough. But I remind you that I'm giving you challenge work for the next 3 days. It's page 211, which we went over this one in the last video, 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 2/3, drawing a model. But it's all the way to page 218 as your challenge. I think I wasn't clear with the explanation of this last time. I remind you, 3/4, you need to write an addition equation and a multiplication equation. So for 3/4, you break it down into the 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. We're on page 213, by the way. And to show the multiplication, well, there's 1, 2, 3 1/4. So 3 times 1/4. We did, I was helping some kids over video, so we did this one already. But you can see 1/8, 1/8, 1/8. 3 1/8, that's the addition equation. That's 3 1/8, so 3 times 1/8. This one over here, well, 5/5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. Multiplication would be how many 1/5s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 1/5. So you guys give the rest of these a try. I know you guys get a little freaked out when you see a word problem, but you know, I think you can handle it on page 214. If each person ate one piece of the sandwich, what fraction of the sandwich did each person eat? So fold your 6-part fraction strip to show the fraction of the whole sandwich that each person ate. Ooh, hello. So this sandwich has been broken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you know what? It would be very helpful if we had read this first. So let's read this. John made a large sandwich for the 6 people in his family. He asked his father to help him cut it into 6 equal pieces. To do this, they made They made a paper cutting guide that is as long as the sandwich. John folded the paper into 6 equal parts, and his father used it to cut the sandwich into equal pieces. So it's saying down here, if each person ate 1 piece of the sandwich, what fraction of the sandwich did each person eat? Well, how many people are there? 6 people. And how many pieces are there in the sandwich? 6 equal pieces. So there are 6 equal pieces and 6 people ate them. Down here, number 2, it's talking how many pieces of the whole sandwich did John's mother and father eat all together? So how many people are they talking about here? 2. How many pieces total in the sandwich? 6. After John's mother and father got their pieces, what fraction of the sandwich was left? This is after they ate. John and each of his sisters were each able to have 1 piece of the remaining sandwiches. How many sisters does John have? That's tricky. Once you know the left, cut John out of the question. How many sisters? And then this is a vague one, but I think you can give it a try. What ideas about fractions did we use to answer the questions about John's sandwiches? So did we use, what kind of math did we use? Okay, in tomorrow's video, I'll go over pages 215, 216, 217, and 218. Anyways, if you need me, reach out. I hope you're well. Bye.